Hello and welcome back to Master Artist. Today what we're going to look at is how to produce a monoprint, and this will go towards your NPA, and hopefully this video will support you whether you're doing it at home or in class if you are unsure about certain stages of the demonstration. So today what you're going to need is you're going to need your line drawing of one of your nature photographs that you've taken as part of your homework. You are also going to need masking tape. You're going to need a coloured pencil, any colour will do. You're going to need a sheet of tissue paper. You're going to need a couple of sheets to print onto. It can be any kind of colour of cartridge. You will eventually use the pages from your concertina sketchbook, but you'll need paper to do some kind of practice runs. You'll need some block ink to print with. Today I'm using the black premium printing watercolour ink, but you can use a mix of colours as you get more confident. You are going to need a roller for rolling out the ink, and you are also going to need some form of material to print on. And today I've got this glass sheet, but anything really with a flat surface that's wipeable will do to keep that clean. Now, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to take your image of your drawing, your line drawing that you have completed, and you're going to take your tissue paper and you're going to place that tissue paper on top, alright? And we're going to make sure that that tissue paper is secure by simply placing some masking tape along the top. Now that should do it. It's just enough to make sure it doesn't move. What we're also going to have to do is we're going to have to tape this paper that you've sketched onto down on top of another sheet of paper. So this might be your concertina sketchbook, or quite simply another sheet of paper that you're choosing to work from as a practice before moving on to your concertina sketchbook with the various backgrounds. And you want to make sure that that is nice and firmly in place. Alright, so you have 3 sheets of paper all stuck together. Okay, put that to one side. The next thing that we want to do is we want to take the glass sheet. Might be quite hard to see on the surface, but we're going to take the glass sheet and we are going to take our block ink, and quite simply what we're going to do is squeeze this out, and we are going to use our roller to evenly cover as much of the surface as possible. It will sound a bit like Velcro. That's a nice sound that we want. If you've got too much, you won't hear that sound. It will just move about. And if that's the case, you want to scrape some of that ink off, because we want to be able to hear this sound. Making sure it's nice, evenly spread across your glass. And when you're happy with that, you can take your roller and place that upwards, just like this, on the table. Okay. What we're then going to do is we're going to take our drawing, and we're making sure that our drawing remains on the block as much as possible. And then we're going to let that sit down. Now at this stage, any imprint that I put on the page will transfer onto the next sheet of paper. So I need to be very careful that when I am pressing my pencil down at the next stage, that I'm only touching the lines and not anything else. And I'll need to work quite quickly. That's why I'm taking the colour pencil, so that I can see what lines I have drawn. And I'm going to press quite firmly and work as fast as I possibly can, because this stage here is all about just learning the technique. That's all we're doing today. And what the aim here is that everything that we do on this sheet transfers across onto the sheets below. Well, that's the aim here. So you can see there's quite a lot of lines. That's why it's so important that we're using a coloured pencil at this stage, because you can imagine how easily it would get to get lost. Don't worry if you're not too exact. Nearly there. So the images that I'm actually drawing around today are a couple of plants that I've taken from a group of photographs. But actually when I'm looking at it with the way the veined lines are on them, it almost looks like a heart. Perfect. Right, once you've drawn around all the lines and you can see that all your lines are present, you are quite simply going to take that off. And hopefully your first lot of transfer will have taken place. You can see that we've created round one of a monoprint. You take that to one side and you will take another sheet of paper. I'm just roughing this straight out of a sketchbook, but you've got your concertina book that you can do this with. And really you should have two of these actually. I should have said that at the start. I've only got one in the house. But fortunately I've got a wee rolling pin, and I'm just going to use my dry roller to work as a printing press, putting a wee bit of firm motion on that. What I'm hoping to do is to transfer the image. And when you're happy and you feel you've applied a lot of pressure, you can take that, and quite simply all we'll do is peel this back, and you can see that that print has transferred as both a positive and a negative. So I'm going to move that glass out the way so you can see your two monoprints. Okay, so you can see you've got the positive with the black line and the negative where we've looked at the dark space, so you've got the opposites. And these can then be worked into using various different media. They can be scanned into the computers once they've dried, and you can be experimenting with them on Photoshop. But this is how you complete a monoprint. Very quick, easy, simple to follow.